Hey guys, welcome to Lingua Marina. There are a lot of words in the English language that are written in a very similar way, that are pronounced in a kind of similar way, but have completely different meanings. So today we're gonna go through those pairs of words and we're gonna talk about what they mean, and I'm gonna teach you how to not confuse them. So if you've been confusing words before and if you're interested in this topic, please continue watching this video, but before we start, please don't forget to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and don't forget to subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with my English language classes. Pair number one, staff versus stuff. So first of all, staff can be both noun and a verb. Staff as a noun means a group of assistants, a group of workers working together. So for example, we have a lot of staff in the office today, the day is really busy. Or our HR department cares about the staff.
Staff meeting, everybody. Staff meeting.
As a verb, it means to provide someone with a staff. So for example, I just started a company and I need to staff it. It means I need to hire people because I want some people to work for me.
No, I've heard that you're trying to staff up.
On the other side, we have stuff. So in terms of pronunciation, staff is like, if you pronounce it in a very American way, then it's staff. Stuff is different. Stuff is, both in British, both in American, is very, very short. So stuff. Stuff is basically things. I have a lot of stuff in my wardrobe. I don't have any space left.
What's all this stuff?
Or if you see a substance and you don't know how to describe it, you can say, oh my God, there is sticky stuff all over the floor. Ew.
What's the stuff with my plate?
Stuff can also be a verb. And as a verb, it means to put something somewhere very quickly. The boy stuffed his bag with candies. So he did it really quickly. He put a little candy in his bag and ran away. To stuff something.
That was stuff an envelope.
The second pair is desert versus desert. So desert, again, can be a noun and a verb. Desert is a huge space of dry land. The Sahara Desert is huge.
I'm walking into the desert.
As a verb, it means to leave someone or something in a difficult situation. People deserted the town after the flood.
And I'll never desert you.
And here you see the stress goes on to the second part of the word. Now we have dessert as a noun. Dessert is something you have when you finish dinner and you have something sweet, like an ice cream.
So what's for dessert?
And dessert can only be a noun. Please pay attention to the way it is spelled, because to dessert kind of sounds similar but has a different meaning. Vocation versus vacation. Vocation is basically a profession that you have. Vocation is a type of work that you feel you're meant to do. She has a vocation for teaching, means she is a teacher and she loves it.
You see, we shared a vocation.
You've probably heard that there are some vocational schools in the US. So that means that it's like a school that lasts for maybe a year, maybe a couple of years, where you go deep into one of the professions that you like. On the other side, we have vacation. Vacation means time that you take off work, when you travel, when you relax. The example, I've been working so hard this year, I really need my vacation.
Best vacation ever.
Envelop versus envelope. To envelop, it's a verb, means to cover something completely. San Francisco was enveloped with smog this summer because there were a lot of fires and the smog completely flooded the city. The city was wrapped up with smog.
But we finally found a dress that could envelop your mother.
The word envelope is a noun. It refers to a piece of paper with a sealable flap. So basically you put something inside of it, you seal it and you send it. You use envelopes for sending postcards. You use envelopes for sending letters.
And I found this envelope.
Principal versus principle. Sounds like exactly the same word, but they are written in a different way. So pay attention here. Principal can be an adjective and it means the most important. What is the principal reason for you to do this? What is the main reason for you to do this?
Principal rules are no talking.
Principal can also be a noun. It means the head of a school or college. Our school principal is a very kind woman.
I spoke to your principal.
Principle, pay attention to the spelling, is always a noun. It means a rule or a theory how something works. Good client service is one of our principles.
The basic principle is
Stationary versus stationary. Again, sounds very similar, but the spelling is different and their meanings are different. Stationary is a noun, and it means things you need for writing, like paper, pencils, pens, crayons, whatever. Stationary. For example, I need to go to a stationery store to get some paper.
Something along the stationary line? Are you short of staplers?
Stationary is an adjective. It means something is standing still and not moving. The mother ordered her son to remain stationary while she ran and grabbed some bread. Some synonyms are motionless, immobilized.
Those were stationary bikes.
Beside versus besides. Beside is a preposition, meaning next to something. For example, I lived in a house beside a river.
Right beside you.
Besides can be an adverb and a preposition. As an adverb, it means in addition to, also. As an adverb, it can serve as an introduction to a sentence, but if you use it in this way, don't forget to put a comma after it. Besides, do you want to go to a party after this? It's like, by the way, do you want to go to a party after this? I don't want to go to a party. Besides, it's getting late. Again, don't forget a comma after besides.
Besides, nobody's getting hurt.
As if you want to use besides as a preposition, then the meaning would be slightly different. It would mean apart from. So for example, what do you enjoy doing besides making videos for YouTube?
Something besides noodles?
Personal versus personnel. Personal is an adjective, means something's really private. Please don't ask me this question, it's really personal.
Personal taste.
Personnel means people who work for a company. This company has a lot of personnel. I think they have around 1,000 employees. So employees, personnel are synonyms.
You're exempted. We're non-essential personnel.
Quiet versus quiet. So quiet is something you know, right? Quiet is an adjective, means it's not very loud. I live on a quiet street. We don't get a lot of cars. We don't have a lot of neighbors. I enjoy living in a quiet village. Really small, nothing's happening.
Quiet, please.
Quite is an adverb. It can mean to a large degree or truly. Let me give you some examples to understand this word. There were quite a few people ahead of us. Pay attention to the spelling. That means there were a lot of people ahead of us. Quite a few means a lot.
Quite the opposite.
I am quite sure you can make it. Here, the synonym would be very, pretty, completely. I'm completely sure you can make it. I'm quite sure you can make it.
Quite sure.
Sensible versus sensitive. Both are adjectives. Sensible means based on good understanding of a situation. So for example, it was sensible of her to stop driving when she realized she's really tired. The synonym here can be smart, clever. It was really smart of her to stop when she felt that she was tired because it was dangerous to continue driving.
But we have to be sensible.
Sensitive is an adjective, and it can have several meanings. First of all, it means that you have a lot of feelings. Like, whenever something happens, you really react to it. You feel either upset or happy because you're really sensitive. You feel a lot of things. My best friend is a deeply sensitive man. That means whatever happens, he would react.
You're a sensitive brother.
Sometimes you can hear people say, "Oh, you're so sensitive," means it's so easy to upset you. Like, babies can be really sensitive. Whatever you do, they start crying.
You know, babies are sensitive to all kinds of things.
Also, sensitive can mean something that's easily influenced. My teeth are quite sensitive. Whenever I drink something cold, I feel the pain. The synonyms here can be responsive, fragile.
You know Jonathan is sensitive to loud noise.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video up to the very end. The topic that we covered today is really closer to advanced. If you're intermediate and you were like, oh my god, there are so many words that sound similar, I haven't even gone through the whole list, so just don't be afraid, just remember them. And if you want to work more on your English, please feel free to join my course, Intermediate to Advanced. I created it together with a teacher called Venya. He's from Los Angeles. We sat down together, created a program, recorded this course for you. After every class, you will have tests, so you'll be able to practice information that you've learned. And in 30 days, we're going to cover some very important topics that will help you get to the advanced level in English. Thank you guys so much for watching this video up to the very end. The link to the course will be below, and I will see you very soon in my next videos. Bye bye.